Hello boys and girls, we are going to have this video, it's going to be all about rounding. We're going to be using some of the Avengers movies, all the movies that Black Widow has been in, because I know somebody in the class really likes Black Widow. So this is going to be a review of rounding and just a couple different ways you can see rounding. So the first thing you need to do is remember your steps for rounding, which are find your place, look next door, 5 or above, give it a shove, 4 or below, you're good to go. Digits in the front stay the same. Digits behind, 0 is your name. So now let's go ahead and get started. Alright, our first problem here says the newspaper said that Avengers Age of Ultron made about $458,840,000. Which place value did they round to? And this number right here is how much it actually made. So we need to see, I'm just going to kind of do a little guess and check. So let's say maybe I will try this place value. So I found my place, I look next door, the 4 is below a 5, so that stays as a 5. Digits in the front stay the same. Digits behind, 0 is your name. Now I need to see, does this number match this number? No, it does not. So I made a I didn't guess correctly, so let's try again. So this time I'll try the 10,000s place. So I find my place, I look next door. The 5 is 5 or above because it's a 5, so it tells my 3 to become a 4. Digits in the front stay the same. Digits behind, 0 is your name. Now let's check if these matches these. And yes, they do match, so now I know that it was rounded to the 10,000s. Another way that I could have done it was I could have looked up here and I could have seen that all those were zeros, so I know this digit must have been rounded because that's the only digit that would change. So then I'd have to just check it down here. So that's one way you might see rounding that we didn't really talk about in our first rounding video. The next way you'll see says, which movie, when rounded to the millions place, made $624 million? And it gives me two different values. So I see here that it wants me to round it to the millions place, so I'm going to go ahead and box that so I remember that, and that's the number I'm looking for. So simply all I have to do is round both of these to the millions place, which is pretty straightforward. So let's find my millions place. Ones, tens, hundreds, 1,000s, 10,000s, 100,000s, 1 millions place. So I'll find my place. I look next door. If I look at my number line, 0 and 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's not a great number line. 3 is here, which means it's closer to 0, so nothing's going to happen. Digits behind, 0 is your name. So that does not match with that. Now if I look over here, I'll find my place. Look next door. I know that 9 would make the 3 become a 4. Digits in the front stay the same. Digits behind, 0 is your name. And does that match? And they do match, so then I know that my correct answer is Iron Man 2 would round to $624 million when rounded to the millions place. So that's a little bit different. Before we were just taking numbers and rounding them to places. This gives a rounded number and you will have to figure out that. Sometimes you have 4 choices and all you have to do is round all 4 until you find the correct one. Which brings us to our bring to school problem, which says, when rounded to the 10,000s place, in which week did the Winter Soldier make about $620,000. So in week 1 it made $612,521. Week 2 it made $687,914, and week 3 it made $621,933. dollars. So you just need to simply make sure you round each and every single one of those to the place that it's asking. Write down either week 1, week 2, or week 3, in addition to all your work, and bring it to school tomorrow.